Hey everyone,
Hey, this is Josh.
and I'm Mike, and we are real dead.
Yes, we are.
So we just got through with our list of our favorite movies, Halloween, uh, worst to best, best to worst, worst to best, randomized 13 movies. And Josh, both you and I both had as the very last movie on our list, number 13,
Yep, we did.
Halloween Ends.
Yes, we did.
A lot of people may not agree with that. I know the critics gave it a 40 and like 56 or 57 from Rotten Tomatoes from the audience. As a diehard Halloween fan myself, I hated the movie.
Right, me too. I
So
think a lot. Well, I think a lot of people could put. A lot of people might say it's Halloween Resurrection or H2. Rob Zombie's H2 is what I'm saying. Something like that, or some people might put that in there, or Halloween 5 or 6, whatever you don't like. But or some people might say Season of the Witch. Still, they might say that's the worst Halloween movie because Michael Myers ain't in it. But like you said, for us, Halloween Ends just made so many egregious mistakes that I just can't forgive it. And so that's today. We're going to talk about how can we fix this.
yeah, just some ideas, some bullet points from each one of us, and we'll kind of go back and forth. Let Josh say one, then I say one, and this won't be no 50-minute video or anything like that, but just real quick, some ideas we thought that could have been better.
48 minutes and 39 seconds.
No, because I got to edit this tonight and upload it for tomorrow, Josh. So I think one thing that Josh, that the reason it let me down so much is I actually liked David Gordon Green's first two movies.
Yeah,
they're not that bad.
I think Halloween 2018 is a solid watch. Like I always liked it. I think Halloween Kills when I first watched
down a
it,
little bit.
Huh?
I thought it stepped down a little bit from the.
It did step down a little bit, but I just like I said, yeah. So Halloween Kills is a step down from 2018, but I think the more I watch it, the more I like it, and I pick out more things that I really like, and like let's be honest, The Evil Dies the Night is crap. That is crap. That is crap. Evil that all that and I'm not sure if one killer that killed like a handful of people like 30 years ago would have an effect on a whole town like this, but I guess maybe it can happen because that's what happened here. But there's a lot of things I like about Halloween Kills. I mean, we've talked about them in our review. But this movie, I've watched it twice or three times. I think just twice, maybe three times because of this channel. And I just don't have that same feeling about the movie. You saw it in the theater, Mike, so you actually got to see it on the big screen.
Please don't bring up that.
You got to see it on the big screen, and I didn't know. Like I just thought, maybe that was a difference maker for you because it's just in the theater. But
Josh, you remember me texting you that night or Marco Polo and you leave and say, "This sucked. I cannot believe this."
Yeah, and I think me and my wife actually just got done watching it, like on Peacock, and we were like, yeah, I don't get this movie. And then I think the second time I watched it, I was just like, I can't believe this. Like, what were they thinking, and
so I think we know. I mean, it's pretty known for our channel. We don't like it, but I think this video we're trying to think of things that maybe would make it better.
Yeah.
So Josh, go ahead and come up with your first one here. What do you think can make the movie better?
Have Michael Myers in it way sooner than 42 minutes in. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous because we actually didn't know, but when we went back and did a review for the channel, we actually timed it, how long it took to see Michael Myers for the first time. And it was about 42 minutes in. And it's not necessarily a great intro either. I mean, he starts by choking Corey and then stares him in the eyes. There's like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But I would say try to incorporate Michael Myers early in the story. maybe through flashbacks like they did in Kills, like where they showed what happened in 1978, which was really, really cool. I thought those flashbacks were cool in Kills. Maybe somehow a flashback or something like that. Incorporate him into the story a lot sooner, in my opinion. So there's one thing that I think that could help the film.
Yeah, I think they could have easily gave some of the kills up instead of giving them to Corey. Maybe give them to Michael Myers, knowing that they had killed Corey off in this movie. That's another thing I didn't have on my list that we probably should have put in was.
Oh no, that needs to be on the list.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So my first thing is, and this is number 2 overall, is have the love interest. This thing was more of a love story to me than a true horror movie ending and giving like his due, Michael Myers his due if you're going to kill him off. It became too much about Corey and less about Michael. And I know I've heard the director say, well, it's supposed to be more about the town and how they feel and how the whole town, blah, blah, blah. People don't go to see these movies to know about the town. They will go because of Michael Myers and what he does by killing people in those towns. But the love interest between Allison and Corey should have been sprinkled in the 2 previous movies. And there was plenty of opportunities to do that. I mean, Allison was at dinner one night with her parents and their grandmother came to it, Lori, and that could have been Corey then, Now I did read that this should have really been 2 movies, but because of COVID, and I think they went back and thought too much about it with COVID and changed too much around. That it should have been 2 movies, but they had enough film to make it into 3. So I think that's a big mistake as well.
Yeah.
So what's the next one for you?
Well, I just want to kind of comment on that. I agree. I think they overthought it too much. I think the love story is a bizarre as well, because as soon as she sees him, she's like instantly and like attracted and like,
it's like fatal attraction.
Love with this guy, and this guy is like so awkward and like, I mean, that's just the way he is. But I agree. Corey should have been. It didn't have to be brought up even in the first movie, but it should have been known in Kills. There should have been something with Corey, and I understand, like you said, there probably was no Corey, and they added him later. And I want to say this, and me and you both, I know, agree on this. Nothing against the Corey actor. The guy did a great job as Corey, and I'm sure he's good in other films. I haven't really seen anything.
And I'll probably get his autograph at a convention.
If he's at a convention, I will probably get his autograph. If Nexa brought up Corey figure, I'd probably buy it. So I'm not buying a Corey Scarecrow mask though. Mike might. I don't know. But so yeah, I mean, nothing against that guy. I mean, nothing at all. I think sometimes people can think that you're hating on him, but we're not. But I'd say, yeah, I agree. There should have been something before. Another one that really bothers me, and I think we just mentioned it, is that they actually kill off Corey. They developed this guy for this whole movie, basically be the next Michael Myers, right? I mean, that's what he's being trained and under the wing of Michael Myers. He actually beats up Michael Myers, which only Busta Rhymes is allowed to do that. So, I mean, he beats up Michael Myers, steals the man's mask, totally makes him look like a total wimp, in my opinion. Yep. Just like a wimp. Steals his mask, puts it on, and actually it's enjoyable, the kills that he does as Michael Myers. When he kills those band nerds and stuff like that, those are cool kills. I like when he goes into that radio DJ place and he kills the DJ, cuts his tongue off. I mean, that was brutal. I liked his kills at Michael. I'm like, man, this guy could be Michael Myers. He's dead inside. He's got, remember Lori kept on saying, he's got Michael Myers' eyes. Like,
he's more like the original Nick Castle size too, so he can be the average Joe Blow.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think maybe the reason why I didn't like the movie as much is, I think this is the main reason, Mike, to be honest, is that they killed off Corey. I mean, they could have had him get injured like he did, stabbed in the neck, whatever. And then they have all that stuff with Michael Myers and he dies. But then at the end, I think you've said this before, have Corey go get the Michael Myers mask, and you see him go off and he's going to go make his own, he's not going to stick around in Haddonfield. He's going someplace else, but he is, all intents and purposes, the new Michael Myers. And they were like, oh, well, he stabbed himself in the neck. Well, Michael Myers has been shot, stabbed, blown up, floated down a river. I mean, like, so like, listen, like would he be dead? Not if he's like Michael Myers, he's not dead. So I think definitely they should have had Corey live. And I think that's one of my biggest contentions of this movie after thinking about it over time. It's like, this should have been it,
All right, so my next one would be maybe it's kind of a combination. I'm going to combine these into two right here, but I would like to have seen a more impactful and emotional battle between Laurie and Michael at the end. And ultimately, I would like to see this like in the original movie where it happened upstairs and it was downstairs. It happened in both, all over the whole house. This one kind of just finalizes in the kitchen. I mean, and I don't know. I just like to have seen it upstairs and downstairs, kind of the whole house, maybe a little bit long. If you're going to give me less Michael during the movie, at least give me more Michael at the very end and a big kind of a little bit more long drawn out battle. And I'm going to kind of go into this. I don't know that I was a big fan of them taking Michael and putting him on top of the car and parading through town. And I know that's back to the whole town having issues and it's a celebration of killing him. But man, I personally, and listen, I'm a Halloween fan.
Oh,
I'm a Jamie Lee Curtis fan. I'm a Laurie Strode fan. But I think to end this would have been much better. Just me and my corniness is that somehow there's a battle there, or when she throws his body in, somehow his hand grabs her leg and pulls her down with him. And that way, Laurie Strode or Jamie Lee Curtis in real life can say, that's it. Me and Michael Myers died at the same time. Don't ask me in another movie anymore. And then at the very end, show a figure walk through her living room. And like you said earlier, pick up that mask and it's a bloody hand and it's really Corey.
Right.
Not showing his face, but just seeing him walk out with it. And then a new generation of Halloween movies could come out with Corey's character as the new boogeyman.
Right. Yeah. And I think it could work. I mean, I'm not 100% on board with killing Jamie Lee Curtis like that, but I could see how that could work. He'd like have a hold of her and like either her granddaughter or somebody else was like grabbing her, try to pull her back. And she's just like, let me go. Like, well, let me go.
Big battle
I want to die this way.
Yeah. The big battle then would be Allison versus her ex-lover, Corey, and he's the new boogeyman. And that's a new generation of Halloween coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% on board with that, but I actually would like Michael Myers to move out of Haddonfield, like go someplace else, especially if you're not Michael Myers, if you're Corey. But I guess he would take on the moniker of Michael Myers. I would guess, wouldn't he? Because he would be he's a new boogeyman, the shape.
Right.
I think he would just probably take on the moniker of Michael Myers. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anything else you got, Josh? Yeah, I got one other thing. Again, these are things that we think could fix this movie.
Right.
So one thing I would like to have seen in this movie is they're doing tributes all along in the Kills, the 2018, the Kills, and this one. Like they've had legacy characters come back throughout the movie. So I would like to see some little tribute to Loomis.
Okay.
I'd like to see something. I don't know if it was a reference in it. Maybe I missed it, but like even at the very end, maybe when they're showing walking through the house, just his words, from the very first film, or even part 2 saying that, he's get about his eyes or why, yes, that is the boogeyman or something.
Well, they kind of pay tribute to him in Kills.
Yeah. But I'd like to see, since this is the final movie, I'd like to see them finally, because Loomis, other than Laurie and Michael, I mean, Loomis is the next polarizing character.
Right.
So I'd like to see him somehow incorporated in there as well.
Yep. I agree there. I think that'd been cool to have something at the end. Man, I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting about how to fix this, but I think the major thing
Make it be jocks instead of band nerds.
Oh yeah, make it be
Corey.
come on now, man. Make it be the freaking jocks for the football, like that's the people that we want to see die, not band nerds. So like, give me.
I have nothing against band nerds. Now I hate all band nerds because I saw how these assholes acted. Most band nerds are not assholes like that. Jocks are.
Yeah, the people would throw in a football or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I'd say I'm trying to think. Besides that, I think that's it. I think Corey's mask is kind of lame though. The Scarecrow, I will say that I don't really like the Scarecrow mask. I don't know what else.
What about tying in Season of the Witch somehow to this movie? With the, I know they kind of did. They did that in the previous movie, but maybe that maybe somehow that mask that's been around forever, that you look inside of it, or they show it laying on a coffee table, and then on the inside of it, it's got that shamrock symbol or something.
So I watched Dead Meat's kill count of Halloween Ends that they just released in last week or so, and they said that actually was in the script. Was they were going to have somebody drive out of town and drive past the Silver Shamrock plant, like that it's still up and going. Yeah. So, but that was cut. It was cut. It was on the cutting room floor. Or it never got filmed or something. I can't really remember that. So that was kind of like maybe in the works, but yeah, I think, man, this movie, like I said, I don't think you would have to do, I mean, it's big changes, but I think it would really help the movie out if you did these changes.
The biggest thing is less Corey, more Michael, and to me, not killing off Corey and let him be the one that takes over the legacy.
Yeah.
That's for me. But hey, we want to hear what you guys think. Everybody's done these videos. This is probably our third or fourth video on this. It's been about a year since we've done one, but what do you guys think that could have been done other than just throw this whole thing in the toilet and flush it? What do you think could be done to this movie to make it better? Or if you're a huge fan of it,
right, let us know.
Let us know. Say, hey, you guys got this wrong. This is great.
Right.
I keep hearing people say the longer this movie's out, the more people are going to become fans of it. I'm just not that guy yet.
They say it's going to be the Halloween Season of the Witch. But guess what? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Halloween Season of the Witch sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, Josh, y'all have a good one now.
Hey, Liddy says hi.
Hey, Liddy. Happy Halloween. And like, comment, subscribe, and join us on Facebook at Real Dead Horror Community.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See ya.